March Inventory Madness has put Lady Luck on your side. Premier Heating and Air has a huge limited inventory offer on new heating and air units until they're gone. Don't wait. Find Lucky in your mailbox or online at premierishere.com. The choice is clear. Experience Premier.
Thank you all for coming. We are super excited that Dr. Lawhorn is back with us from Kuwait. Yes. Without getting emotional, we have spent lots of time praying for your safe return and for you to come back and join the ELMS family. So I feel like I've got to shift power back over to, that's what somebody told me when I walked in. It's like you're shifting power back over to Dr. Lawhorn. I was absolutely.
That's not what's happening.
But we are very excited that you are safely home, because that has been our prayer. Many prayers have poured into you and making it home. So we're grateful for that. We just wanted to acknowledge you and let you know that we love you and we're here to support you now that you're back. And we're very grateful for you, for your service and for your service to East Lawrence Middle School and Lawrence County Schools as well. So at this time, it's real informal, just a way to get together and love on you a little bit. But at this time, we're going to say the blessing, and then everybody can just kind of mingle.
Hey, listen, nobody likes to make a bigger deal of themselves than I do, so I appreciate y'all coming. So, y'all can wrap your arms around me. I'm glad y'all all here. I really do appreciate it. But really and truly, I do thank you for coming. I thank Brandy for planning this. I really do. She gets an extra special star for this. And she did an excellent job while I was gone. And she will continue to do a great job while I'm back. She's not going on vacation or anything of the sort now that I'm back. So we're gonna finish the school year strong. We're excited about the next 70 or so days, or however many we got left in the school year.
Who's counting?
But you're on half days. So you got it 56.5? 56.5. We're excited about the next 56.5 days. The last day is a half a day, okay? So we're excited about those and getting and sprinting to the finish and having a good end to this school year. And whatever I can do, because a lot of the stuff I'm having to relearn Infinite Campus or whatever, but Brandy's a good teacher, so she'll get me trained up in no time. So thank y'all again for coming. Enjoy the cake and the broccoli. Whichever end you're on, I appreciate it.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're here for the celebration of Dr. Jamie Lawhorn's return from his deployment. We've got Superintendent Clifford Garnto with us. Talk to us a little bit about Lawhorn and how you've kept in touch with him and how he stayed connected to the Team Lawrence family.
Well, if you know Jamie Lawhorn very well, you know he's been in touch with the East Lawrence Middle School family throughout this whole process, of his time being gone. I guess, first of all, we want to talk about how good of a job Brandy Purser has done in his absence, and we appreciate her coming in. And she's been our assistant principal here, and she took over and became principal this year. And so we appreciate the work that she's done in keeping this train rolling. As far as Dr. Lawhorn goes, he and I go way back to his high school days where I coached him in wrestling, and so I've seen him deploy. I think this is the third time he's deployed on us. And so, of course, we always send up prayers for him and support him. And this time, technology is a little more advanced than it was the time before. And so we were able to keep in touch through Skyping and actually calling every once in a while. Reception wasn't quite as great as the FaceTime was.
And that
FaceTime
time
was a little better.
that time zone is a little different.
Well, it seems like he was always awake, so if I called him, he picked up, and so I'm not sure how much sleep he got over in Kuwait.
Right. And it's not really that common when you think about principals who deploy. And it's like, how have you balanced that as a leader in making sure that you had the coverage needed so that you didn't skip a beat, educationally?
Well, again, that goes back to what we do, with the training we put our assistant principals through,
Right.
As being wanting to be future leaders of our schools.
For sure.
And so she relied on her training, but also the training Dr. Lawhorn had given her previous. And we were fortunate enough to be able to bring back we call them Jimmy and Joel.
That's right, the two J's.
The two
JWs.
J's. Jimmy Williams and Joel Watson,
Right.
who are very familiar with this facility, but both worked at the high school while it was here. But they have filled in for the whole year. And we'll keep them on until school's out, because Brandy will be going to a new position next year as principal at East Lawrence Primary. And so she will be out of the building some help, during that transition time. And so we'll keep Jimmy and Joel alternating in, J and J. And they're very familiar with the community, so that helped in this transition as well.
Very good. Well, thank you so much, Mr. Garnto, for all that you do for Lawrence County Schools and how you help make sure that this Team Lawrence is truly that family.
Thank you, Pat.
This is Superintendent Clifford Garnto. We've got a mother and daughter team right here. We've got, what's up, Stephanie Hubbard? How are you?
I'm great, Pat. How are you?
Doing well. Good to see you. And we've got Shamara Carswell.
Hey, Miss Pat.
Good to see you, ladies. Now, here it is. Now, tell us a little bit about you as educators. How long have you been in education? What it is that you teach? And then talk to us about having Dr. Lawhorn gone and coming back.
Okay. Stephanie Hubbard. I am a computer science teacher here at East Lawrence Middle School. I have been teaching for 24 years. And Dr. Lawhorn and I go way back. We're both graduates of West Lawrence High School, but he's a couple of years behind me. However, he was my AP before he was my principal, and I think he has done an amazing job in both settings. Of course, him going away for as long as he's gone away was really something that we had to adjust to, because he's a great leader, but he also left someone who was very capable of filling his shoes until he came back, and Miss Purser.
Very good. Ms. Carswell, talk to us a little about you as an educator, and of course, congratulations to you on a great season here with basketball, but also talk about, having Dr. Lawhorn back.
Okay. Hello, I am Shamara Carswell. This is my 8th year teaching. This is my 4th year at East Lawrence Middle School. Dr. Lawhorn did hire me. It has been an experience working with him and for him. It was, like Ms. Hubbard said, an adjustment that we had to make with him being away so long. Ms. Purser did a really good job. We are glad to have Dr. Lawhorn back to finish out this school year. I think the students and the teachers did a great job while he was gone. And we just look forward to a successful rest of this FY24 academic year.
Very good. And thank you both so much, because, what you do as educators, what you do as coaches, and how you really pour yourself into the students and wanting them to succeed, it's very evident. So we just want you all to know that we appreciate you both so much.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Mother-daughter tag team, ladies and gentlemen. Stephanie Hubbard and Shamara Carswell.
Quality products and installation since 1985. That's 4 Seasons.
Hi, I'm Dr. Dustin Gay. I'm a local orthopedic surgeon with Houston Clinic Orthopedics, and we'd really like to invite everybody to come out to our new office facility to take a look at it. It's a larger space with physical therapy, and we're just excited to have it, and we'd love for people to come out and visit us.
Come by and see us today at our brand new location, the Houston Clinic, Medical Drive in Dublin.
We've got Miss Catherine Sweat, who's the chairman of our board, here with us. Hi, Miss Kathy. How are you?
I'm fine.
Good to see you. You know, you're so supportive of our students and our administrators, and of course, with Dr. Lawhorn leaving for deployment. How do you all handle that? And of course, talking with Superintendent Garnto, how you all make the adjustments to that?
We were very fortunate. We are very fortunate in Lawrence County. First of all, we are a diamond in the rough. As soon as y'all get everything polished, you're going to realize we're the best school system in the state of Georgia. This is my stomping ground. I was media specialist here and moved every one of these books over here. Dr. Lawhorn just inherited it after we got it ready. But he's wonderful. He had many, many prayers going out for him and up for him. When I said we're fortunate, we have past administrators that were retired that came in and helped Brandy Purser, who was assistant principal at that time. She stepped up, but it took two men now. Two of them came to help her and to not take Jamie's place, but to kind of one filled one shoe and one filled the other. Mm-hmm. And now they're worried about what they're going to do, but we're going to keep them around because they did a good job. But we're just so, so excited that he was able to come back and be with his family and his school family.
For sure.
Because, you know, we may fuss about little things among ourselves, but we are a school family. So don't say anything or do anything against our administrators or especially our children, because this red-headed lady will come get you.
Miss
Did you tell me to be myself?
I did tell you to be yourself. And, you know, Miss Kathy, you know, thank you so much for all that you do for Lawrence County Schools. And, yeah, these are definitely your stomping grounds. You've helped pave the way, and here you are, still a part of that big process. And, you know, I know it gives you great joy to be able to see when you were a student here, when you worked here, and now as chairman of the board, to see how our administrators and our staff and our students and how well they're doing.
And many of these teachers in here were my students.
Does that make you feel
special?
special?
It feels wonderful, and I still correct them.
I bet you do. I bet you do. Well, listen, we're so glad to have you here. Thank you for all that you do, and thank you for the support that you've given Dr. Lawhorn throughout the process.
Go Lawrence County.
Go Lawrence County. You know, the key to a great leader is someone who's able to leave and they know that whatever it is that they've got is in good hands. And that is exactly what Dr. Lawhorn left with Brandy Purser. Thank you, Brandy, and congratulations to you all in one.
Thank you. I appreciate that. It's easy to be a good leader when you're trained by good leaders.
For sure. When you think about like how these past 9 months or so have gone, you know, with this transition, what was it like for you to have to really step up?
Well, there was a little bit of stress at times, but whenever something is operating smoothly, and Dr. Lawhorn is an amazing leader, then, you know, keeping the boat afloat is not as difficult as what it could be otherwise. So.
And, you know, for you, as the assistant principal and then taking the reins as an interim principal and then bringing, you know, having Joel Watson and Jimmy Williams come through, it's like this has been a challenge for you. Like, you have really been able to let your light shine as a leader.
Oh, well, thank you. But I have had lots of support. Joel and Jimmy have been amazing through this whole ordeal, and just the leadership that we have within our building too. Yeah. You know, we have a lot of teacher leaders that just step up and do, you know, even more than what is asked of them.
For sure. And so how did you, throughout his deployment, make sure that you two were still communicating and still, you know, being able to keep him abreast on what's taking place in this building? Because I'm quite sure, as a logistician, he was making sure that he called and contacted you to know everything that was happening.
Yes, we talked almost daily. Yeah. If we did not talk, we text or emailed, but we were in constant contact. I wanted to keep him in the know of things because, he's stepping back into this role, so I didn't want things to be so different.
Right.
We moved into a new building. We have a new student information system. We have new teachers that had not been under his leadership. So there was lots of new things, but I wanted to keep him as connected as possible while he was gone. So.
And throughout this connection, you actually got a new job, a new position as our new principal at East Lawrence Primary.
Absolutely. I'm excited about that.
Oh, my gosh.
I haven't really wrapped my mind fully around it yet because we've been,
And when you think about your time in education, how many years have you been in education?
I have been in education for 15 years.
15 years. So in those 15 years, what did you start off doing?
I was a teacher at East Lawrence Primary School.
And now look at you.
Yes.
Look at how it's coming full circle for you, career-wise.
Absolutely.
So you're really living the dream.
I am. I'm very blessed and thankful for the opportunities I've been given.
Is there anything you'd like to say to your to Dr. Lawhorn or to your staff, the people that have been with you throughout this time and your time here at East Lawrence Middle School?
Yes, they're not just coworkers, they're family, and I just love and appreciate them more than I can express in words. And I'm so excited that Dr. Lawhorn is back. It is kind of sad that I'm leaving, but I know that we're going to remain a family no matter what. So it's still going to be something that we come together often and celebrate. So.
And we want you to know, Brandy, that we really appreciate you because a lot of times, when you're given a task, it takes you a minute to get it together. You know what I mean? For things to run like that well-oiled machine. But when you were given this task, you took it all in and you didn't miss a beat. And so we just want you to know as a district how much we love and appreciate what you've given and done for the students here and the staff.
Oh, thank you very much. And I appreciate Lawrence County Schools for giving me the opportunity and trust.
Very good. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Brandy Purser, who was the interim principal, assistant principal, and now the new principal at East Lawrence Primary. We've got our associate superintendent of curriculum with us. We've got Dr. Hall. How are you doing, sir?
Good. How about you, Ms. Brock?
Doing well. This is your old stomping grounds, isn't it?
Yes, it is. It is. Dr. Lawhorn and I had a chance to work here together. He was the assistant principal. I was the principal.
And now here it is. When you're dealing from a leadership perspective of having one of yours, in this case, deploy, I mean, that's really not normal.
It's not. So it has become normal for me, though, because this is my third experience with it. And all 3 times was Dr. Jamie Lawhorn.
Look at that.
I've been in the district now 18 years, and when I first came in as a history teacher, he was my co-teacher, and he was deployed.
Oh, look at that.
And then when I became the principal here at East Lawrence Middle School, and he was the assistant principal, he was deployed.
Oh, wow.
And now as the principal, he's been deployed. And we're thankful, seriously, we're thankful to God that each time he has been able to return back to us and his family safe. And so he's been a big part of our school district. What he does for the district and the sacrifice he makes for the country is unmatched.
For sure. And when you think about a leader like Dr. Lawhorn, now he's hands-on.
Right.
He likes to have his hand in the pot. And so for him to be able to have to deploy, how have you kept him abreast of what's happening here to make sure that he still stayed connected and felt part of that team?
So we use various forms of communication. He would email. We could FaceTime if it was audio. We could face audio if it was email, iPhone to iPhone. We could face audio with good internet. But I think one of the ways you stay plugged in is because he is such a great leader. It was demonstrated in the fact that those that he's worked with are great leaders as well.
Right.
So a lot of that was through Miss Purser. I think her success, and she was very successful, her success is a testament to how well they've worked together and what she's been able to take and glean from him. So that's one of the ways we stayed connected was through her being a point of contact. But for those of us that did have iPhones, we were able to FaceTime audio and email and things of that nature.
And what's interesting is, I could be doing something, and then the next thing you know, I get a message from Lawhorn, like he's right down the street. So he himself was very proactive.
He stays connected, and he is a very hands-on leader, but he's like that with the students as well in a positive way, and that's just who he is. No matter how many miles away, no matter how many countries over, he's hands-on. But like I said, I've had a chance to work with him through it professionally, but I've also had to watch him work through it with a wife and with sons. And so it's been a journey. And like I said, once again, we're just glad. I think this was his 4th deployment total, but I know it's been 3 since I've known him and worked with him.
Well, thank you so much, Dr. Hall, for all that you do for our district, the relationship that you have with Dr. Lawhorn, and how you all stay connected professionally and personally. So we appreciate you so very much.
Absolutely. We thank Dr. Lawhorn and people like yourself who we know have dealt with deployments and military families. So we thank y'all for your service.
Thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Dr. O.J. Hall.
Hi, I'm Tom Dominy. Here at Dublin with Nelson, we pride ourselves on providing the industry's highest quality products at the most competitive pricing. We are a full-service wholesaler specializing in plumbing, irrigation, and industrial products. With a staff that collectively offers more than 50 years of expertise, our team knows your industry, and we can answer your questions and help you get the parts and equipment you need. From Moen to Renee, we carry the plumbing, irrigation, and industrial products you need from the brands you trust. We also carry a great lineup of Milwaukee tools. At Dublin with Nelson, our goal is the long-term success of your business. We achieve that goal with a simple commitment, doing things right, one customer at a time. If you have a question, or if you're looking for a hard-to-find part, give us a call. Our experts are ready to help. Order online, give us a call, or come by at 507 Airport Road in Dublin. We're committed to building long-term relationships with our customers by earning your business every day.
You've been saying you want it, and now's the time to get it. Pool and patio furniture in style with fabrics you want, comfort and durability you deserve. You'll even save on accessories and add your own personal style. Come see the full line of pool and patio furniture at Mid-State Pools and Spas today and bring home a colorful poolside. Now's a great time to save at Mid-State Pools and Spas, located on Veterans Boulevard in Dublin. Mid-State Pools and Spas. We know pools.
We've got our Associate Superintendent of Curriculum with us, Dr. Rhonda Hightower. How are you?
I am doing well, doing really good after participating in this.
I know, this is exciting, isn't it?
It is.
Talk to us from your perspective about having an administrator deploy and what you all did to make sure that you stayed engaged, making sure that Brandy had everything she needed.
Yes.
You know, that she was not thrown to the wolves, so to speak.
No, she wasn't. But it was real easy with Dr. Lawhorn because although he was very engaged in his service to our country, he was still very engaged with his service here to East Lawrence Middle School. So he was constantly in contact with us and with Brandy to ensure that things were going well here. And his confidence in Brandy is also very, very high. So it really wasn't a hard task because he still continued to lead.
And you know, just looking at you with his little one, you know, and it's like, I know from personal experience of, you know, having a spouse deployed and what that does to the kids and the way you loved on him, I'm like, I'm quite sure you checked on this little one.
Oh, I did. I was in his classroom last Thursday, as a matter of fact, reading to his class.
Oh, wow.
And I said something about, have you seen Daddy yet? And he just got the biggest smile on his face. And he said, my daddy brought me to school today. He was so happy. So you can't help but love that kid. He's wonderful.
And, you know, that is, you know, the blessing is that Dr. Lawhorn was able to deploy, serve his country, come back, have a successful tour, and then still find that his family was still intact, that this, you know, that the school and what he had left behind and was still intact.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I think, as you well know, because we all operate like a family unit, and we just look out after each other.
Yes.
And so it was just easy for him to come right back in and pick up where he left off. So
I love that. And, you know, that is truly a sign. I've said this before. That's a sign of a good leader, that good leadership and that trickle-down effect to where he was able to leave and he still felt confident that, hey,
yes.
things are going to be well taken care of.
Yes, and I also want to point out, not just maintained while he was gone, because he has such a spirit of excellence and very high expectations.
Correct.
Poor Brandy had to continue to meet those high expectations, although he was on the other side of the globe.
Correct.
So he continued to lead and lead well.
Very good. Well, listen, we want to thank you, Dr. Hightower, that all that you are, all that you encompass as a leader, as a person, and how you do what you do with the spirit of excellence.
You know, I love to get to do what I do.
Oh my gosh.
Yes, I do.
You are truly a jewel. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Dr. Rhonda Hightower. You know, ladies and gentlemen, we've experienced the deployment of Dr. Lawhorn, I think, from the district level, but when you're inside that building and having worked with him for many years, and of course, when it's time for him to deploy and you all have to make the adjustments, we've got two lovely ladies here who've been in education for many years, and they're going to share with you all about their experience and welcoming Dr. Lawhorn back home as well. Talk to us, young lady.
I'm LaDonna Ranke, and I'm a 6th grade language arts teacher. This is my 29th year at East Lawrence Middle School, and it has been a wonderful journey. I have totally enjoyed working with Dr. Lawhorn. It is of mixed emotions with the transfer of power, Miss Pat, with the Lady Boss, and Dr. Lawhorn. They work together hand in glove, amazingly so. We have prayed for Dr. Lawhorn's safe return.
Yes.
He is an amazing administrator, but so is she. We feel totally blessed here at East Middle to have them both.
Sure, and you know, and there is a stark difference in having a lady boss as opposed for ladies too, for sure, and then having a male boss. Listen, you've been on this thing a long time. You've been on this journey a very long time, and you've done so great, and we're so grateful that you're a part of this team.
Thank you, Miss Pat.
All right, young lady, share with us.
I'm Christy Garrett. I'm an instructional coach here at the middle school. I've been here 6 years now, and I've been in education for 17. And I've been working with Dr. Lawhorn and Ms. Purser ever since I got here. Wow. With my admin.
And you know, ladies, I know that you've experienced him deploying before, but you know, we talk about it not being so common when you have a principal that deploys. And so how was that transition for you all as far as being able to, okay, Dr. Lawhorn's gone, let's go ahead. Okay, Brandy's taking over the helm. How have you all made those adjustments to make sure that the students were continuing to get everything they need?
I think the goal has always been students first. Ms. Ranke can speak to that. For almost 3 decades she's been here. And the transition began last spring when as soon as we knew Dr. Lawhorn was getting ready to go, they started putting things in place to get people in place and just to make it a seamless transition. And Brandy's just picked it up and ran with it, and it's been great.
It's been beautifully orchestrated, for sure, because I mean they absolutely, it was hand in glove. We didn't miss a beat here at East Middle.
Sure. And you know, as you can tell, Brandy Purser, you have been a jewel here. I think the bittersweet part in this, of course, is her now leaving as the principal of East Lawrence Primary. But you know what? We're just so, and that's a testament, because when you operate with the spirit of excellence, when everything that you do, you're putting him first and making sure that you're doing everything that you need to make sure that the kids and the staff have what they need. This is just part of it, isn't it? Yes, is there anything else you'd like to say to Brandy Purser or to Dr. Lawhorn, having him back?
We love you guys and thank you for your amazing administration, and we just love you guys. It's been a blessing, and it has definitely been an inspiration in my life.
For sure.
For sure. Just so grateful to have a great place to come to work every day. Regardless of who's in charge, we know that how things are going to be. We know the students are going to be put first, and we just know that whether it's Lawhorn or Ms. Purser, people are going to step in and fill the gaps, and it's just an awesome thing, awesome to be a part of.
Wonderful. Well, we love and appreciate you ladies, and thank you both for how you fill in the gap. Miss Garrett and Miss Ranke, ladies and gentlemen, legends. You know, ladies and gentlemen, this has really been such an adventure. You know, when we're talking about from the district perspective, you have to realize that when a family deploys, that is truly a family affair. And we've got the Lawhorn family with us. Meredith, my gosh, first of all, congratulations to you. Teacher of the Year. You didn't skip a beat, baby girl. You said, I'm going to go ahead and keep moving.
Thank you very much.
And we've got your boys with us. Hey, fellas. Hey. You want to tell everyone what your name is and how old you are?
Ford Lawhorn, and I'm 8. Not 8, 9.
Okay, wait.
Days wrong.
All right. Tell them again.
Ford Lawhorn, and I'm 9.
You're 9 years old. And now here it is now, Ford. Now, this has been an adventure for you with your dad being gone, haven't it?
Mm-hmm.
How have you adjusted? How's it been for you? You been all right?
Yeah.
You have?
Maybe you should sit
Okay. Okay, here we go. This one right here. Hey, son, tell everybody who you are.
I'm John Ross.
John Ross, now, how old are you?
4.
Are you glad to have your dad home?
Yes.
Very good. Now, Dr. Lawhorn, it's exciting, isn't it? Dr. Lawhorn, I mean, you've done this how many times now?
This is number 4.
Number 4, and it never gets easy, I would say, to have to leave your family. How have you made sure that you kept things, that communication going and making sure that your family was okay while you were away?
Well, different deployments called for different communication. The first time we deployed, I wrote Meredith a letter every day.
Oh my! Did you?
Yes, I did. This time we didn't write a lot of letters. We didn't have time for a lot of letters, but I called her. About every day she wasn't at work, but the day she was at work, it was probably just the weekends. We talked on the weekends, and we emailed and texted.
For sure. Yeah. Meredith, talk to us about you, because I know as a military spouse, first of all, the weeks leading up to a deployment, you already develop that separation anxiety, and then you already say, okay, let me get these systems into place so that we can make sure that this household 6 does not skip a beat. How did you adjust with this being the 4th deployment for you as a spouse?
Well, it was a little different because I had 2 instead of just 1, and when he first deployed, it was just me. But I have a really, really good support system. My parents, my family, my church family, my school family, they were great at checking in on me and asking, did I need anything, or did the boys need anything? So it really took a village, but they were great and a great support system for me. And Jamie checked in, every day, text, how are the boys? Do you know do anything? Can I help? So it was a transition, but it was all right.
For sure. Now, John, now, Mr. Ford, you were the man of the house, correct? Mm-hmm. How did you make sure that, for one, your mom and your brother was well taken care of? What did you do? Did you do anything?
No. He played with me.
Oh, so you made sure? Yeah, you played with John Ross to make sure that. Did you kind of try to keep him out of trouble so that your mom would not be stressed out?
Usually I'm the one who's making trouble.
Okay,
so you're the one who's making trouble.
Okay, so wait a minute. So John Ross, were you the man of the house?
I wasn't that way.
For sure. How does it feel, Dr. Lawhorn, to be back and to be in the folds with your family?
Oh, it feels great, Miss Brock. I'm excited to be back. And listen, I just, there's nothing I'm rooting for more than the conclusion of this interview.
Well, listen, this is all about you.
I know.
And I know how you love that. I know how you love that. And I know how you love interviews, with you being a logistician and everything.
Love it. I love being on television, internet,
all
the social medias.
All the social media platforms.
Yes, ma'am.
And ladies and gentlemen, when we think about it, we've been talking about him from the perspective of as being a leader of this building. And, when you really keep in mind that he is a leader of this household, of this family, and what that means to their families. And so we appreciate everyone being gracious in praying for them and making sure that that village that they've had was in place to make sure that these kids and Meredith had everything that they needed to be successful. Now, listen, Ford, is there anything you'd like to say about your dad having him home, or about your mom, while he was away?
She got mad a lot.
Okay.
Oh my God.
And you know what, Ford? I think it's because there's so much on her, so she had to make sure that she had a lot weighing on her. Did you understand that?
No.
You didn't. And so I was told that you were the one that really gave her quite a bit of trouble. Can you admit to that?
Yes.
All right.
That's how you know she loves you, Ford. Used to, she got mad at me a lot.
Right.
And without me there, she had to get mad at you a lot.
Oh my goodness.
I mean,
oh my goodness,
did you survive?
Miss Pat.
I know.
Come
but
here,
did you
Tate.
survive?
So you're welcome.
Usually in my room, sitting down with nothing to do, nothing to do. So
Right.
Yeah.
So you survived it though, right?
Yeah.
Okay. You ate each day.
Yeah.
Strong
You had
report.
clothes to wear. Got to point A to point B. You got your.
Yeah.
Okay, so you survived.
Yeah.
Okay.
I survived.
What about you, John Ross? Anything you'd like to add? You want to thank your mom for looking out for you and your dad being deployed? Anything you want to say? Oh, very good. He speaks with his eyes.
You want
I
to show 'em?
don't speak with my eyes.
Okay, well, is there anything you'd like to say to us
What would
from
you
your
like
mouth?
to say?
Oh my goodness.
Are you glad to have your dad back?
Yes.
Did you miss your dad?
Is he fun to play with?
Yeah, very good. Look at that. Meredith, is there anything else you'd like to add?
We are very thankful that Jamie is home, and we are
Also excited about interviews, Miss Pat.
Oh, I can tell. I can tell. This is one for the
We have
masses
it.
right here.
That's right.
Anything else you'd like to add, Dr. Lawhorn?
No, ma'am. Thank you, Ms. Brock, for coming and making this all a possibility. I can't wait to watch this on TV.
Oh, wait till you
I'm
see
sure it's going to be a hoot.
It is going to be a hoot. Ladies and gentlemen, this has really been a great day. We're so glad that so many people came in to show their love for Dr. Lawhorn and just letting him know how much he's been missed and appreciated. We appreciate Brandy Purser for the work that she's done and for the JWs that have stepped in as well. Thank you to the staff members that also made sure that they pulled the reins as well. Thank you. Congratulations, Teacher of the Year. We want to throw that back out at you. So very proud of you. I mean, you are such a staple in this community and in this district. And, I think that, this world is a better place because of strong women like you.
Thank you, Miss Pat. That means a lot.
And Dr. Lawhorn, you already know.
I agree. It is a better place because of her.
Glad to have you back, sir.
Thank you. Glad to be back.
You know we've missed you. Ladies and
I
gentlemen,
missed you guys.
this is Dr. Lawhorn, his lovely family. He's back from a deployment, and we're so thankful for what he does for our country, what he does for this community and his family and East Lawrence Middle School.